when you're winning. Get a goal, it's just the beginning. You gotta sing when you're winning. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. You gotta sing when you're winning. Get a goal, it's just the beginning. Sing, sing when you're winning. Everywhere you go.
Hello and welcome to episode 74 of the Sing When You're Winning, a Fantasy Football League oddity podcast featuring distant cousins of podcast royalty and two very special guests this week who we will reveal very shortly unless you're watching on YouTube, and then you can see them already. Waiting in line for the podcast throne this week, as ever, it's myself, Jamie, we've got Jersey Chris, and we've got Steve, and we might have a Leigh. You never know. He may appear. Now, this week, it's as tenuous as you like, Steve. It's Mother's Day this weekend. And,
is it?
It is Mother's Day this weekend. So I'm giving you the heads up if you need to buy a card or anything like that. There you go. There's a top tip for people. But everyone's favourite Scottish football team is, of course, Motherwell. It's obviously not, but it works with my weak link. So what is your favourite Scottish football team and why? I quite like Motherwell for some reason. Don't ask me why. I think it was Soccer AM. They always used to go and call them the Mothers, didn't they? I used to quite like that. And I was never that bothered about Celtic and Rangers. So I know, Chris, you're a big Rangers fan, aren't you?
Yeah, kind of. I used to work in a Rangers pub over here called the Temple when I was like 20, 21, and it was ruthless. But my dad's from Glasgow, and he's a Celtic fan, so I thought to support Rangers.
I mean, that's one way to get written out of the will, isn't it? I think. Yeah. Amazing. And what do you think of the Rangers Celtic nonsense the weekend? Do you have a view on that?
I was in the pub full of 30 or 40 Rangers fans, so yeah, they didn't take it too well. Kicked off. I thought it was funny, but yeah, they didn't. So it was it was a good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's a bit mental.
Yeah,
it was a bit mental. Steve, are you bothered about Scottish football at all?
Not really. I used to sort of like it in the 80s and 90s, but it's a little bit boring, isn't it? Really,
it's very boring. Isn't it?
Yes, I don't really know. I think I should support Rangers because of the link. Yeah. Okay. Celtic are more Liverpool and Man United, aren't they? But I don't know. I don't mind Hearts. I liked Hearts in the 80s.
Well, I think we're all rooting this year, for Hearts to win the league this season, aren't they? Yeah.
And I had a sort of. I think somebody gave me a Hearts away kit in the 80s, so that was okay. Right. I had a Scottish mate, and he was a big Celtic fan, but he seemed to have like all these shirts from all these Scottish clubs. So when he grew out of me, he was a couple of years older than me, so I said, "Hey, you can have that." And so I ended up with a Hearts away shirt, which seemed quite cool at the time.
Very good. Did he give you that last Christmas? Sorry. Think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Rob's got the weak gag. Nobody else is bothering to ruin it.
Very weak, wasn't it?
It was weak. I thought it was quick, though, to be fair. Anyway, moving swiftly on, as we like to say, let's introduce our special guest this week for the second time. It's just over a year, we were saying, off air since we last had them on, and there's a lot to catch up on. Very, very busy year for everyone's favourite, Joe and Rob from the Lottery Winners. Hello.
Hello. All right.
Welcome back. How are we doing?
It's been a year.
Yeah, it has been.
Yeah. A lot's happened in that time since the last one, hasn't it?
It has, yeah.
Certainly has. Well,
did you go to the Brit Awards? Were you allowed in the Brit Awards? Or
we weren't allowed because we look like this.
Oh, I was looking for you.
Yeah, no,
you weren't allowed on your table.
Yeah. You did a Brit Awards show though, didn't you? Because some of my mates went on the Friday night, went over to Manchester to watch you.
We did a show for Warchild that was part of the Brits Week build up with Robbie Williams, at the Viva Studios. That was great.
Good stuff. But yes, what was the vibe like in Manchester 2 weeks ago for Brit? It was last weekend, wasn't it, for Brits?
Yeah, it was quite busy on the streets, I found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was heaving, wasn't it?
Yeah, I felt like it was quite proud to have it, I think, was the general feel.
Yeah,
a lot going on in the venues all around the city, which was good. But yeah, I mean, we found it great to have, like, I think Manchester's got such a huge heritage in terms of music. It was nice to have it hosted somewhere that has such a great heritage.
Definitely. Well, like, the owner of the Co-op Live, I think I read this morning, was pushing for it to come back next year. But if you do things in London, people just take it for granted, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whereas it felt like, from what I could see, I wasn't there, but the whole of Manchester came alive in that week and with the build-up. It was like when they had the Mercury's up in Newcastle end of last year. The whole city came alive because that was happening. Whereas if it happened in London, it would be one night's worth of it, but they wouldn't, like I say, the people don't get behind it as much, do they?
Yeah, I think it's weird because I think there is so much massive stuff that happens in all of these big cities, like Newcastle, like Manchester. But every time something does happen, you get behind it. It's still a lot of stuff, but everything to get behind. Yeah, I think it's probably just quite a northern spirit, I think.
Yeah, absolutely that. And we're going to chat a little bit more about your busy 12 months and what you're up to. But let's talk about FPL, because that's what we're here to chat about. So, Joe, it's your 18th FPL season. Don't look old enough.
Yeah.
Don't look old enough to have 18 seasons under your belt. But you're second in the single when you win. Of course, you missed out on the playoffs in the last minutes of the final day last year. Finished 8th, and you would have won the playoffs if you'd got in them. And you're currently top of League 2. Where were your last game of the season? Were you on 2 anyway? Do you remember that?
We was at a gig, and I was playing Rob, so I could have technically fixed it, but I wanted to win like fair and square.
Yeah.
And I think we ended up drawing. So I think I just needed to win to go up, and I think I got a point and everyone else won. So
yeah.
But I think it's one of them, it would have been maybe a year too early, and I need to have another year down before I go up, one of them.
Enough. Yeah. Well, like you say, you're currently top of League 2, so looking good for promotion this season. Would be nice. Where are your last game? Well, last game of the season's before your League Stadium gig, isn't it? It's not the same.
Yeah, it is. It's a week before.
A week before, yeah. So you got. Obviously, you'd be more interested in your gig than last game of the season. So.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, good.
I don't know. United are away at Brighton, so it might be quite a big day all round, really.
Okay.
Well, you can come to York. You can come to York then if you're not going to Brighton. You can come over to York.
Well, end of season bash in York.
Okay, it's an option, isn't it?
It's an option. it's so you're telling us there's a chance, essentially. Great.
There's always a chance. As long as we're here, there's always a chance.
Unless we relocate to Leeds or something to make it a halfway house.
Could do. And Rob, it's your 5th FPL season, and again, just like George, you're second in Sing when you win, and finished 12th last season. So essentially, you were a good mid-table all season. You finished 12th, but you're currently in the League 2 playoff spots, and also currently, I understand, joint top of the now disbanded qualifier league. If that had continued.
Yeah, that was quite disheartening, really, because I lost the first couple of games when I went up to League 2, having been 8 points clear for the first couple of weeks there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was horrible. I mean, to be honest, when I look at last season, and I was already like match week 4, I was already trying to think about next season, recouping for next season, because I had a dreadful start and still managed to finish mid-table, so I was quite happy. Yeah. But yeah, it feels weird that it's an actual possibility for me this year. I think I've taken it a little bit more seriously.
Good stuff. Well, so you could have a double promotion with the 2 years from League 2 to League 1, which would be good.
That'd be nice. That would be nice.
It would be good. And you'll, if you get into League 1, you'll no doubt meet Cole. That's all I'm going to say. Cole likes to listen to the pod. He's currently bottom of the Championship, but that's something to look forward to. Cole, there you go. Look on the bright side of life. Anyway, I'll get into trouble for that. Right, let's have a look back at game week 29. This time last week, at the time of recording, we were just kicking off game week 29. But first of all, who are people getting into their teams this week? Everyone's piling in for Kelleher in goal. Brentford keeper, got some big points last week, I think. Senesi's definitely scoring quite a lot for Bournemouth at the moment. He seems to be a good defender to have in your side. Semenyo, again, everyone knows how good he is, and João Pedro is on fire at the moment, so lots of people are going for him. But
get out of my club.
Is Roofs? People are saying goodbye to the Sunderland keeper. Van der Ven, I don't think. Has anyone got him in their team anymore? I mean, he's Chris again. You need to get rid. You need to get rid. Rodgers, people are saying bye to. And Haaland, again, I've still got Haaland. I don't want to get rid of him yet. But as each week goes by, you just kind of think, is he a waste of money? Could I have better players in my team elsewhere? I don't know. Has everyone still got Haaland?
Yeah.
So I think it's one of them. If you get rid of him, you know that'll be the week where he bags a hat trick and assists 2 more, and then everyone's triple captained him and you've not. It's one of them kind of players, isn't it? I think you'd be silly to not have him in your team regardless. Yeah, he's like a security pick, isn't he? You're fending off. It's like you're fending off the person you're playing because they'll probably have Haaland as well. So hopefully you'll win the game on everyone who isn't Haaland, kind of thing. But yes, lots of people in the main across the FPL leagues.
There might be a bit of, because Man City have got a blank week coming out, so people are probably thinking we can risk get rid of him for now and bring him back in on a wild card or whatever.
Yeah, but if people were listening to the pod last week, Steve, you told them what you needed to do with your chips.
Well, exactly. See, if you've done what I said last week, then you can bring him back in week 33 or 32 or whatever it was.
So, Joe, Rob, get listening to last week's if you want to know how to play your chips from now till the end of the season.
Or you can listen to Jamie's advice, which was rubbish.
I was copying the Scout from the FPL app. That crap advice. You've done your research, so there you go.
Yeah, well, it's all probably changed now. Now the FA Cup results are out where they've probably changed all that now again anyway.
Well, no, I did look before. They're waiting to find out who wins the quarterfinals, and then that game week 34, which will be semi-final week, that could be carnage, is what they're saying. So it's going to be more about who gets through the semis. Well, hopefully Port Vale will keep on the mark. That would be great. Anyway, praised by the chairman last week was John Gregory from the Championship, who scored a very impressive 97 points, and he was 68,318th in the whole of the whole world, essentially. Average points was 54, highest was 143, and he got 97, which was very, very good. Well done to you. And the next person, the person who was sacked in the morning, I think this is one of the worst we've had, isn't it? Craig Wilson in League One scored 20, and he's ranked 12.7 millionth in the whole world as well. So
who's he got in his team?
It's not that bad, is it? He's got Martinez in goal, Gay in defence, Conser in defence, Van Dijk in midfield, Gravenberch, Semenyo, Rodgers and Bremo. Up front, Haaland, Ekitike and Thiago. That's not a bad team.
It's not bad at all, is it, really? I just assumed it'd be like he did it on game week 1 and then never looked at it again.
No, that team in another week could score shitloads. Let's be honest about it.
It's unlucky.
And he's got 20 points. But yeah, he didn't have, like last week, the big players to have were like Tarkowski, Gabriel, Timber, and João Pedro is a must-have at the moment. I think if you haven't got him in your side, he's suddenly scoring for fun, which is good. But yes, before we go over to Steve for the classifieds, we had a voice note as well last week, didn't we, from Adam Comstive? So let's have a listen to that right now.
All right, Steve, using you as my fantasy league confessional as I walk across the high-level bridge to Gateshead on the sunny Tuesday morning. Bless me, Steve Dunn, for I have sinned. I've taken a -8 on the Tuesday morning. Either overconfidence from my top of the table start to this mini-season, playing the bottom team. I don't know what I've done. I don't know if you can hear this in my voice, but I'm spiralling to -8. It's either genius or the first acts of the decline of a madman. And time will tell. All right. That's that.
Adam making some good points as he was on the march in over the Gateshead Bridge, wasn't he? There you go.
Was he walking his dog or something?
He was. I think he was on the way to work because he works at the Sage. Well, what used to be the Sage Gateshead, the Glass House, or whatever they call it now. So, anyways, but over to you, Steve, now for the classifieds from last week.
Right. As you said, in the world there, 12.7, but there's now 12,996,827 players in the world now.
Wow.
So we're edging towards 13 million players.
Wow.
So
Good
I think
stuff.
most of us are in the top 6 million or something, so we're not doing too bad.
Good.
Right. In the Premier League, the average score of the week was 54, and the highest score in the Premier League was by me.
Well
79 points. Closely followed by 78 from Ed's Chesters, and the next two were Jim Daly and Mark Summerton, who played each other and drew 77 each. Leon beat Nikolai in a very low scoring games. Leon's top of that league, but he got lucky because he won 49-38 against Nikolai. Adam Devlin lost to Tom Gregory 55-73, and Andrew Chester beat you, Chris. Another defeat, and he's just below you as well, so that's put the pressure on, hasn't it?
Yep. Was it 5 points now?
Not so happy now, Chris. For weeks you've been going upstairs.
Watch him make my transfers.
Van der Ven, innit? You need to get rid of your Tottenham players.
Yeah, and Calvert-Lewin, I think it's time to say goodbye.
Yes,
Not doing too well.
In the Championship, then John Gregory, as he's already said, got a 97 to beat Rich Leigh 65. Lee Nicholson got an 81 to beat Phil Pinder, who got 68. Cole at the bottom beat Alex Renton, who's been top 3 all season. He's now slipped a little bit, but Cole beat him 79-29.
Oh, mental.
Maybe Cole's making a comeback as well. Joe Derrick at the top beat Leigh, who's not turned up tonight, 73-32. Michelle Gale beat Nicola 72-43. Jamie, you won the Jamie battle. You beat Jamie Hurst 64-57. And Swanee, who going into the last game, who was the last game on Monday night last week? I can't remember who it was.
It was Thursday night, wasn't it?
Thursday night.
Spurs against Palace. Palace beat Spurs 3-1, yeah.
Swanee went into that needing Henderson to get him 3 points, and he got 3 points, so he won 53-52. League One, Anton Witter got 81 to beat Paul Spence's 58. Pete Martini beat Mike Bushell 76-55. The top 3, Ben Halliwell, Steve Wybrandt, Grace Maloney, all won again. And Nigel Clark, who's been not winning for ages, has now won 2 in a row. He beat Mark Morris. League Two, then, Joe, you beat Marty Longstaff, high scoring one, 84-77. Unlucky for Marty, who's struggling at the bottom as well, but he keeps losing high scoring ones. Becky Bass beat Kev Sim 83-69. Frankie Francis beat Casey 79-58. And Rob, you beat Maddox 63-32. And I think Maddox sent me a message as well saying it's all gone wrong for him now and he doesn't know what's going on and he doesn't know how to stop it. Panic. Conference League, Freddie Gamanara got 88 and he beat Ian Baker's 36. Chesney was next best. He got 76-36 over Steve Bradley. Duke Witter beat James Giddings 73-60. James Giddings is in Bahrain, so
thoughts with you, James.
So hopefully he's okay and he can get a win. Chris Murray and Popey drew with each other, and Jack Carroll won a very low scoring match against Frank Day, 36-31. And in the Potions Cauldron Cup, we're down to the last 4 now. So it's Nicola Dunn, she'll be playing Freddie Gaminara, and Tom Roberts will be playing Kev Sim in the semi-final this week.
Yeah. Is the cup ending earlier this year for some reason?
No, it's sort of time to finish on the day of the actual League Cup final.
Right.
Or the week of the actual League Cup final.
And then is there another cup competition?
Yeah, there's the proper one that starts in week 32, whenever that is.
Good stuff.
Which might be in a while, because I think is an international break coming up.
There is an international week break coming up, yeah.
Ooh, we don't like those, do we? League table-wise, then, top of the Premier League, Leon is top, 3 points clear now, 64. Me, 61 points. Adam Levlin, 60 points. And Richard Archer's got 57. Down at the bottom, Chris, you're now 5th from bottom. 33 points. Then there's Chris Dawkes below you, 31 points. And then the bottom 3, Andrew Chester, 28. So he's only 5 behind you now, Chris. You used to be about 9 points clear and telling us how you were heading for Europe.
It's still going to happen. Maybe not.
The bottom with 25, and Tim Ward is bottom with 21. So he's now 10 points away from safety. So it's looking hard for Tim now. Championship, Joe Derrick is 8 points clear at the top of the championship of Alistair Griffin, who is 7 points clear of Ross Millard in 3rd. Michelle Gale is now 4th. Alec Brenton is 5th. John Greggs. Where are you, Jamie? 8th, Jamie. That's too bad. And down at the bottom, Swanee's win pulled him up to 40 points, but the bottom 3, Lee Nicholson 35, Rich Pipes 32, and Cole is on 27, and he's also 10 points from safety down there. League One, still the top 3 is the same: Ben Halliwell, Steve Wybrandt, Grace Maloney. And down at the bottom, Andy Cousins is in the relegation zone now for the first time. Nigel Clark's lifted off the bottom. He's 18th now. Jonas and Vicky Sparks is now 5 points adrift at the bottom. League Two, as we've already said, Joe is top, joint with Mikey Austin Riley on 21 points. Felix White's got 21 points. Then there's a 6-point gap to last week's guest, Alfie Witter, who's got 15. Then there's Jack Bandera, George Pearson, and Rob and Frankie Francis all on 12. And down at the bottom, 6 points adrift now, Marty Longstaff and Kev Sim. And in the Conference League, Adam Constive and Craig Price are top. And down at the bottom is Magic Ben, who's got no points still. After 8 games now, he's lost 8 in a row in that division. But again, like Rob's unlucky in that one, if we'd have carried on the old league, Magic Mod would have been about 12th.
Yeah.
But
It's the reset of the new system. It's the new system, isn't it?
Well, that's the rules.
Good stuff. Well, thank you for that. Before we go on and look back at the last week's games in real football, I just want to pick up quickly on 2 things in the FA Cup from the last couple of days. Number 1, Wrexham VAR. What do we think? That whole game. Any thoughts? Joe, Rob, did you get to watch it? Do you have an opinion on it?
As soon as United get knocked out of the cup, I lose interest. So I've not watched it all year, to be honest. I heard it was a good game though, but
it was a cracking game. It was a cracking game. But yeah, like VAR was just a bit of a mess, to be fair. Red card. Is it not always a mess though? Well, it is, but it was exceptional the other night. It by its own standards, it was just like there was a red card, which all the BBC lot piled on because they're obviously they always back the refs. And to be fair to Rooney, he was like at the end of the game they're going, but surely everyone sees that that's a red, and everyone at home's going, nah, bullshit. And Rooney went, no, I think it was harsh. He's like the only person who like stood up for it and was like, no, I thought
he did totally wipe him out, didn't he?
It's a yellow card though. Come on, he didn't connect with him properly, did he?
Was it on Garnacho?
Yeah,
it was.
Yeah,
Joe's will allow that.
Yeah.
I would have let. I'm not seeing it, but I would have let play go, to be honest.
And then there was the offside equaliser that wasn't, which again you could tell with the stupid the way this, but it just makes the whole VAR rule.
Was that the one where his nose was in front of the football or something?
No, that was a different game, but there was an offside which was the nose was calling him off, which again is just it's pathetic. Like that's not why they invented the offside rule, all this crap. So there was that, but funnier than that was the Brentford penalty the other night. Did anyone watch the penalty?
Oh yeah, that was embarrassing, wasn't it?
So as a fan, you would be raging, wouldn't you? If you've well, even as a teammate,
it's one of them though. Like when it works, it looks class. Yeah, but obviously when it goes bad, you just like sit, don't you?
But it was one of the worst penalties I've ever seen. Like even the way it just like it was just what
it didn't look like Ariel even moved, did he? Just stood there and went, thanks. Got it.
It was like they'd invited like a 6-year-old mascot to take a kick at the end of the match. It was ridiculously bad. But Leeds going to win the FA Cup, boys?
No.
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 You're not going to curse it, is what you're saying right now.
I could end up hating West Ham. We've got West Ham last game at season. They could knock us out at Cup and probably relegate us on final day. And then
Leeds are not going down.
Then we'll have to get a Chesney voodoo doll and start
Leeds aren't going
with
down.
a fork.
Although I've purposely not picked a Leeds game to predict this week because Rich Leigh is blaming us for Leeds losing last week because we all piled on.
I think that was the one time I've actually said Leeds will win last week, and then you all blanket said Leeds are going to win, and then
every single Leeds.
To be fair, I think we should have won. So yeah, it's just dodgy reffing decisions again, isn't it?
Yeah, but sadly you didn't win. So, but yes, we all piled on a Leeds win. We were all wrong last week. Newcastle, Man U. It was obviously 2-1 Newcastle. I went 4-3. I was the only one who went for a Newcastle win. So yeah, but I thought it was going to be a higher scoring than it was. I think if that hadn't been a red card, it might have been higher scoring. Another one that was never a bloody red card either. Joe, you might disagree as a Man U fan, but for me, you got sent off a simulation, didn't you?
Yeah, but I mean, he has dived.
But I think he tries to stop himself. I think.
Yeah, but he's still on the floor, isn't he? And I think Dan Burn elbowed someone in the head about 10 minutes before that as well. So, but it's irrelevant because we still couldn't even beat 10.
Yeah, you still
so
lost. Yeah, that was the punchline. And Spurs Palace, everyone's favourite result of the week. I think it's fair to say. So Palace won 3-1, and Steve, you went 2-1 Palace, and Alfie, who was on last week, went 2-1 Palace as well. So yeah, we weren't brilliant in our predictions last week, but we're going to go for this week's games. We're starting with West Ham City. So I'm going to start with you, Rob. What do you reckon? West Ham City on Saturday.
Do you just want it straight out the City. I think City win. City win 2-1.
2-1.
Yeah.
Do you not fancy West Ham's chances of survival then?
Not really, but I also don't think I can't see him getting turned over. I think just purely on tenacity, I think they might try and hold him.
Okay. Are you going for a City win? We'll see. Joe, how about you?
I think City comfortable 3-0.
3-0. Okay.
They're getting to that stage of the season now, aren't they, where they do that annoying thing and they just win everything and just win every game comfortably. So
I don't know. Last couple of games they've been a bit ropey though, haven't they?
Yeah, but I don't know. I think that's they've got quite a hard run at the moment, haven't they? So that I think that's the one they'll really focus on, making sure they get a good win.
You think this is the one? Okay.
I'd obviously like them to lose.
Yes.
But I think it'd be comfortable 3-0.
Fair enough. Chris, what do you reckon?
Yeah, I think City will probably just edge it, to be fair. I'm going to go with 2-1 City.
Okay. That's a bit more conservative from you. Is that because you're concerned about the whole Leeds West Ham thing?
I am, yeah. Exactly.
Yes, I can sense the mood has changed over the last couple of weeks on the board. I genuinely, I've said this all season, Leeds won't go down. Anyway, Steve, what do you reckon?
I don't care what score it is as long as Man City win.
Fair enough. Right. I actually think that this will be a strange result. I think it'll be 1-1. I think West Ham will get a point. But who the hell knows? That's the whole purpose of this segment of the pod. We don't know, and we often get it wrong. Liverpool Spurs is the next game. Joe, what do you fancy?
I don't know. I think Liverpool will smash them.
Yeah.
Is it at Anfield?
It's at Anfield as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 3-4-0.
Okay. I'll go 3-0 again. 3-0. Good stuff. Rob?
Yeah, I was going to say 4-0 as well, to be honest. I think, just Tottenham are just really struggling, aren't they, at the minute? And I think, especially at Anfield, like Joe said.
Good stuff. 4-0. Steve, what do you hope it's 4-0?
I like this vibe. Yeah, I'm going to go 5.
Go for it.
Get
Chris,
the goal difference down.
Yeah.
I think they're both bad.
Again, 1-0. I'll take 1-0, but I don't care.
Well, no, we'll go 5.
As long as they lose.
Liverpool are bad as well. I think I actually think Spurs are going to get something out of this. 2-1.
No.
I mean, yeah,
2-1
Spurs.
2-1 Spurs. Bloody hell! What's happened to you, Chris?
Hey, mate, that makes you look great. That though, if that comes off.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Makes you
I
look
think
like you
it's-
know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
That's a good choice. That.
Bit of reverse psychology putting out into the world there,
Totally.
I think. I think it's again, I like you. I don't think Liverpool are playing well, but I think 2-0. I think they just need to have 2 decent shots, and they'll probably, especially if this Kinski guy's in goal. Don't know much about him, but we shall find out. And then Monday Night Football.
I had a joke the other day, which you could choose whether to edit or not, but it said that.
Insert your own joke here. I mean, I probably will edit it, to be fair. But yeah.
Yeah, just make sure that joke is not in.
Yeah,
that joke will not be in.
Laughing at that joke.
You do not need to worry. I'll say it.
Yeah.
We'll say Steve's heard a joke, and then we'll edit it,
Yeah.
and then we'll have people laughing, and we won't reference what the joke's about. There you go.
Okay.
We're all good on that one. Brentford Wolves Monday Night Football. Wolves suddenly there is life in the old Wolf. So we'll go with you, Chris, to start with.
I'm feeling pretty boring tonight. I'm going to go for 1-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think Chris, you need to sell that £1 million house in Jersey. You need that
22.
vibe. 22 million. Sorry, yes. Good stuff. So yeah, 1-1 Brentford Wolves. Rob, we'll go with you.
I'm going to go 1-0 Brentford. I think.
Okay.
Low scoring.
I mean, Brentford at home, you can't really tend to back against them this season, can you?
No.
But Joe, do you think Wolves are coming good or?
I think
No, essentially.
they've left it a bit too late, haven't they?
They have.
Yeah.
But having said that, I do think they'll get a point. I reckon 2-2.
2-2, bit of Desmond.
They've started scoring goals, haven't they?
Yeah, they certainly have. So, I mean, I still think the crap, when they beat Liverpool, they were crap for the majority of the game.
Right, yeah, well, that was hilarious, all that, wasn't it?
It was hilarious, yeah.
They drew with United at Old Trafford as well.
Yeah,
and that was before they got good.
Yeah, that was true. Yeah, exactly.
They've taken a lot of points off like the bigger teams. So
yeah, he's got them playing, but technically they're still not that good, to be fair. So yeah, you possibly would fancy Brentford. But Steve, what do you think?
Who is it? Wolves or no?
Brentford against Wolves. So Brentford are very good at home this season, I think, let's be honest.
Yeah, but now they're out of the cup, they might want to bump up the. It sounds like a draw, that one. Wolves, like I say, they've picked up 1-1. Thiago.
Yeah, well, Thiago probably will score, won't he? I'm gonna go. Nobody's gone for a Wolves win. I'm gonna go for a Wolves win. I think 2-1 Wolves. They just something about them at the moment. It would be a hell of a story. I mean, I don't want them to stay up, obviously, because Rob Edwards deserting us and getting relegated would be amazing. But yeah, it would be fun if Wolves kind of made it exciting towards the end of the season. Anyways, as ever,
it was fun if Wolves went down and Middlesbrough came up, wouldn't it, Jamie?
I mean, it would, but we're not speculating about that on this podcast because we don't want to curse. We don't want to curse that one. We're playing Charlton. Oh, actually, it's Friday morning, so we'll know whether we beat Charlton. Who knows? It's getting too nervous.
Why don't we want to curse it? We keep saying Leeds are staying up every week.
Because I'm not cursing Leeds. I was right last season. I said Leeds would go up, and they did. Anyway, Middlesbrough's too nervous. I can't talk about it. Right, let's move swiftly on. So let's have a bit more of a chat with you boys. Joe, Rob, as I said at the start, it's been a big year since we last caught up with you. And all roads lead to Leigh at the end of May. Leigh's not here. I was going to make a weak gag. He's ruined it. But what can we expect? I mean, it might be too early to say, but what can we expect at the show at the end of May?
Well, we're all like pretty nervous about it because we thought it was a stupid idea to book our own stadium show. We've been getting carried away with ourselves because we've been doing stadiums all year.
Yeah,
with Robbie Williams, who were like, "Oh, we can do this." It's easy. And then yeah, but we've almost sold out. To be fair, we're doing really well on tickets, and yeah, I think to be expected. We're blowing all the budget on things like sparklers and fireworks and fire and video walls, and basically we're not making a penny from it, and we're just making it look fantastic.
Having a good time.
Yeah.
Amazing. It must be exciting though to kind of be headlining your own show like that.
Yeah, because like me and Joe go watching the other sport there, rugby, quite a bit. So like whenever we're watching a game there, we sort of you realise how big it is as a place. Yeah. And I've like when it first got built, I was like, I think I was in school anyway, and it was I was like, this is wild that this is being built.
Yeah,
a stadium, like an actual big stadium in our way. And I'd always had dreams to play there since it got built. I thought we'll play there one day, and here we are.
Yeah, but you dreamt to play there as a rugby player, though, yeah, not as a
as a prop forward. That's why I keep going to the games. Keep hoping I'm going to get picked. You know, like that story that Harry Redknapp says about that fella who got on the pitch, who scored a couple of goals. That's what I'm half expecting.
Is that why you go to the games in full kit? Yeah.
Yeah. To be honest, I've been turning up to some of the women's games as well, making like seeing just in case. But again, nothing.
Well, there's time yet. Great stuff. And you've got quite a few festivals as well lined up. So you're always busy. I think since we last spoke to you just seem to be always touring or popping up with a live gig here, there, and everywhere.
We basically we just never say no to anything. Yeah. So you offer it to us and we just say yeah, and then that is how we basically live our lives. So we've got like after Leigh, we've then just got festivals all summer, UK ones, European ones, some shows with Rick Astley.
You played up Scarborough way, aren't you, with Rick Astley? I saw that.
And then that's basically us through till start of September, and then I'm sure that someone will offer us something in September that we'll say yeah to. Yeah. And that'll take us through till Christmas, and then I'm sure that at Christmas we'll get offered something, and then that'll lead us into next year, and then we'll be here in a year's time just saying, yeah, we just say yeah to everything.
Yeah.
Jersey's festival early September.
What's that one?
Jersey Weekender.
Oh yeah, we were there. Was it not last year before? Was it?
Year before, 2024. Has the lineup been announced for that yet?
No, not yet. No, they haven't done anything. But it's going to be the Trinity Showgrounds, not where you were last time.
Oh, okay. It was great, that festival last time, though. It was fun. It was like, Texas. I didn't realise how many hits Texas had until that festival. Unbelievable.
All I remember is there was a magician backstage. And
there was a magician
all I can remember from that gig. And he's doing, I don't know, there's something mint about magician.
Was it Magic Mod?
Yeah, get Magic.
It was a Magic Mod. No,
get Magic Mod on too with you guys. You're sorted. Get that done.
To be fair, there's the guy who runs our record label. He loves magic like he is. I've never seen anybody react to.
I've never seen a grown man react this way.
Do you know when on like American shows like the David Blaine thing, when David Blaine does something and everyone around's like, oh
yeah,
like the same sort of reaction, but in a restaurant. when we got the first #1 album, and he took us out for a meal, and there was a magician there, and he was doing this card trick with a lemon, and he was like, he was just about to cut the lemon open, and he was like, oh my god, it's in the lemon, I've never seen anything like it. So I was like, for his birthday, we're just going to get a magician every single year.
Amazing. I mean, it is spectacular, but yeah. Good stuff. And what's it? I mean, got obvious question. What's it been like being on the road with Robbie Williams? Is it as big is the show as big as it looks and all of that good stuff? He seems a nice guy. He seems a nice down to earth guy from what you see.
Bloke.
But yeah,
it really is. He's a top bloke. I mean, he like over the years, obviously, he's been quite a cheeky chappy and gets a lot of stick off people, I think, unnecessarily. But he's such a nice bloke. Like a lot of time for us. Sits down with us. We would sit down with us and talk about the things we're interested in, not the other way around. And I like that kind of thing. He's not, there's no bravado about him really. Yeah. Even though what you see is one thing. But yeah, just an amazing guy, and he is the king of entertainment, as he self-proclaims. He's like his show is unbelievable.
Amazing.
And
we watched it every night.
He does play FPL as well, but he plays the Sun one for some weird reason. I didn't know people still did that. because I was trying to get him involved, but
you need to convert him, lads. Come on,
there's time.
We'll
start next summer.
Yeah.
Get him
because he was trying to get
me
to join. He was trying to get me to join that one. I was like, I can't. I'd spend too much time on my fantasy league as it is.
It's like crossing streams, isn't it? You couldn't do that.
Oh. Tell him there's almost 30. He could be the 13 millionth person to join FPL. Yeah. He'd love that.
What an accolade!
But we did on one of the shows. We did one of the shows, and it was in Bath, and Chesney was there. Chesney came on stage with him. And I was like, do we try and all three of us just try and convert him to FPL so we can get him on this? But it never happened.
I don't know if Chesney tried because he did say he'd failed with Robbie, but he also said, just get Rob and Joe to ask him because they know it better and they're on tour, so they'll do it.
Yeah, and still failed. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But it could.
Maybe we can get Rick Astley or something. Rick Astley and Robbie Williams in the Conference League. That'd be all right next year.
Have we ever had a football conversation with Rick? I don't know if we have we?
I don't know. Does he like football?
I think he likes football. Is he a Man United fan or something?
Well, I tell you what,
probably they all are, aren't they?
I'm sure he's seen he's a United fan somewhere.
Yeah, they're all United fan celebrities. Every single one of them. To be fair, so
idiots.
Good stuff.
Well, then you say Robbie Williams is a Man United fan, really, isn't he? Everyone says he's a Port Vale fan, but he's actually a Man U. I think Joe said he was a Man U fan, didn't you?
Yeah, well, he sort of
that's the secret.
Port Vale. Yeah, he sort of keeps him in Port Vale, but he says that he knows all the United lot. So he says that and his dad was a United fan as well.
Yeah,
right. But like Port Vale walk on to let me entertain you. And to be fair,
with the worst speakers in the world, by the way, the worst system I've ever heard at any game.
Yeah, I think so. They had a picture of Robbie on the side of the pitch or something, don't they, as well?
Well, I think did he not do a gig there quite recently as well?
Yeah, he
like
did.
A fundraiser,
right.
But there was one gig where he turned up in our dressing room with like a bin bag, basically like Father Christmas, and he just said, "Oh, this is all going in the bin. Help yourself." So I got myself like a pretty decent like Port Vale trackie from like the 90s. It's dead cool. Obviously, I can't wear it, and because I'd be like, the only reason I'm wearing it is because it was Robbie Williams. But he also had his Soccer Aid shorts in there, so I've got Robbie's Soccer Aid. So I rock them in the gym, and everyone's like, "Oh, where have you got them from?" I was like, "Hey, you know."
So maybe you can both get a game for Soccer Aid next year, anyway.
Yeah,
surely.
as well. Would you do?
Yeah, well, I mean,
like, it is the day after our Leigh show.
Yeah,
it's all coming together there, isn't it?
I know, isn't it? Just, but if I can't get a game, I'm
going to say Rob gets his chance for a game at last.
What's that, Rob?
Yeah. If I say if I can't get a game for Leigh as a prop forward, I'm definitely not going to get a game for Soccer. Not in front of the cameras.
I think the problem with Soccer Aid is you have to be a legit celebrity, and I don't feel like either of us are.
Yeah.
Chesney might get a game.
Yeah, I reckon Chesney could get a game. Yeah.
You get a call up.
You never know. We might see you getting out on the Old Trafford turf. Yeah, is it at Old Trafford again this year?
No, it's not this year. It's London Stadium.
No, has it gone back? Has it gone back out London? All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Good stuff. And I guess you haven't had time to do any of this, but are you writing any new music? Can you even say sometimes bands aren't allowed to comment on this kind of stuff? But I'll ask you anyway.
Yeah, we're in the studio at the minute, sort of in our own studio, doing the demos for it.
Oh, okay.
We had to rush away from it today. To be fair, Tom and Kate are still working on it. Well, they might not be. Yeah,
it's Friday morning. They'll just be waking up, Rob. Of course, it's Friday morning, isn't it?
Yeah, no, you said that, but we work till Friday morning quite often.
Yeah, we do. Fair enough. Good stuff. Right. Well, thank you for sharing all of that, and good luck with the big gigs, especially the Leigh one. I'm sure it'll be an absolutely cracking day out. Some cracking supports on that day as well.
How did the Brit Awards invite go anyway? Did they just say we're invited to the Brit Awards, but we've only got two of you allowed to go?
Yeah, there
were four, but then they looked at us and was like, "No, we'll give them to somebody else."
They were very hard to come by. So one became available. Then when the second one became available, Kate got it. When the third one came available, it would have obviously gone to Rob. And when the fourth one came, I think we would have just sold it on Twickets or something.
I'm not sure it would have obviously gone to Rob either, if I'm being honest with you. But you know, there is a hierarchy.
Right. Okay. Well, when they come calling next year, you can diss them.
I might refuse it. Well,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry. I've got a podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Or Leigh might be playing in Vegas or something like that. They might be doing the big rugby league Vegas game, mightn't they? What do you think of York Knights, by the way? Have you been impressed by them so far this season? Have you watched?
It was a great start.
It was, wasn't it?
Fantastic start, yeah. I've not had a chance to watch him yet, but yeah, I'm very much looking forward to him coming up here, and I'm coming down here.
They're playing Leigh in a couple of weeks, I think, so we'll probably get down to it. Because every time we go to the rugby now, we're using it as like market research and not just the fact that we're blagging free tickets and going watching rugby.
We're all here for the market research. That's good stuff. Good stuff. Right. Well, we're going to do the ChatGPT quiz now, but when we've had musical guests on recently, I have mixed the football teams that they support with them as a band and their material. So I apologize in advance for how naff this will be for light entertainment purposes. It is a mixed quiz between lottery winners' tunes, Manchester United, and Rob, you are a Bolton fan, aren't you? I got that right.
I am, yeah.
You are, yes. So yeah, before we get into that, what do you think of Bolton's season? They've been doing all right lately, haven't they?
Yeah, been getting a lot of last-minute winners. It's been very 90s United, to be honest. And especially like last week, being 2-0 down up until the 88th minute and winning it 3-2.
I mean, that is cracking stuff. Yeah,
that's the kind of stuff that gets you promoted, right? But yeah, I think just purely on Lincoln and Cardiff being as strong as they are above us being sat in third, I think we're still like 8 points between us. So yeah, still quite a stretch. I think we'll definitely be in the playoff spaces, but
yeah. Would the playoff final be the same weekend as your gig? Wouldn't it?
Possibly, but it won't be the same day because that's the day of the Challenge Cup final. We found that out. So we were kind of secretly hoping that Leigh didn't get to it. So not everybody from Leigh would go to that instead of to the gig.
So that's worked out. Good stuff. Good stuff. And Joe Manu, we spoke a bit before we came on air, but what are you thinking of Carrick?
I think he's doing well. It just goes to show how well you can do if you play your players in the right positions, I think. Mm-hmm. But he got off to a good start, and I think that we're struggling a bit now. But I think because we're not in any cup competitions, there's an international break. I'm sure we have like a month off.
Yeah, I think you only played 2 games in the whole of March. They were saying.
Yeah, so we could either be really good because all the players are rested and back from injury, or it could be bad because they've not played in ages. But we've got like a few players coming back. I think we will get Champions League.
Okay.
Simply because I just think that Villa have fallen off. We got them this weekend. Liverpool aren't great. I think the teams around us aren't great, and I think that is why we'll get it. Not because we're good, just because the teams around us aren't really.
You kind of had that great run at the right time, didn't you, to get yourself?
Yeah, we did. It was good for the confidence, and we've still got to play Villa at home, Liverpool at home, Chelsea away. So we've still got to play everyone. So technically, it is in our hands.
Good stuff. Good. Well, we'll see how they get on. But yeah, let's do this very random quiz. So we'll play it between Joe, Rob. You two can play each other on this quiz. I think we'll do that. Okay. There's 10 questions. A lot of it's nonsense. I'm not going to lie. Some of it is really easy. But the first question is: which lottery winner's song title sounds most like a Manchester United chant you'd hear at Old Trafford? And there are 3 songs to choose from. Is it Favourite Flavour, 21, or Little Things?
I mean, 21 sounds the most like a football chant. It was sort of written for that reason as well, just for when United won the 21st title, and it was written quite a long time ago.
Well, hold that thought for question 10, Rob. But yeah, what do we think for question 1?
God, there's 10.
We'll do them quick. It was Little Things was the answer. There you go.
Little Things.
It was according to this is just what ChatGPT thinks.
Does it give a reason, or
it says that Little Things is the most chant-like title, apparently.
Okay.
It's
wrong. But okay.
ChatGPT, that's what it is, people. Question 2. The lottery winners have collaborated with some big names. Which of these football legends has not played for Manchester United? Is it Eric Cantona, Rio Ferdinand, or Alan Shearer?
Good grief.
Yeah.
Do you want to set this one, Joe?
Yeah, I think it's Alan Shearer.
You're right. Well done. Yeah, it's ChatGPT, Steve. Light entertainment. That's what it is. Complete this musical football mashup. Start Again is a lottery winners track, but which of these clubs famously had to start again after financial collapse? They got relegated down to their equivalent, like lower tier. Is it Rangers, Bolton Wanderers, or Wimbledon?
Well, Wimbledon got completely wiped, right? And then became AFC Wimbledon, so it's surely that, right?
You're wrong. According to ChatGPT, it's
Rangers.
It is Rangers, Joe. You're right.
Oh, okay.
You're right.
So right, but stayed as a team, right? I get that.
Yeah.
I only know that because the year that happened, I then did a football manager save with them. The save was to get them from there back in, so that's how I know.
So you're the first one who got them back to where they belonged.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, I got a statue at Ibrox and everything. Yeah.
Good stuff. Right, next one is true or false. True or false? The lottery winners formed in Greater Manchester, the same region where Manchester United play.
True.
It is true.
Oh, I thought there was going to be like a question after that.
I did.
No,
I thought it was
you
going to be what other team plays in Manchester.
No.
I thought it was going to.
And here's this one. True or false? Bolton Wanderers' home ground is closer to Leigh than Manchester United Stadium.
That's tough. That's true. That's got to be true. That has got to be Bolton's. Has got to be closer.
It is true. You are right. The Tough Sheet Community Stadium is closer to Leigh than Old Trafford. There you go. Well done for that one. Question 6.
Tough Sheet. Is that what the name of the
That's
ground
what the stadium's called, the Tough Sheet Stadium. Every time I say it on Soccer
there's a
Saturday, I'm
story
like,
behind it. Don't.
Yeah, we've all had one of them.
I mean, it is a terrible name, but yeah, it was a fun thing, and it was lovely.
You've been a while in, Lou. I know. I've had a tough sheet.
Who am I? I'm a lottery winner's song title, and also something both United and Bolton fans have experienced many times over the years. It's the title of a lottery winner's song, by the way, and a very familiar football feeling, allegedly.
Worry would be my.
You
guess.
are right. It is worry. Well done, Rob. You're getting the hang of the way ChatGPT thinks. Well done.
I was going to say. I was going to say struggling. But
okay, fair enough. That's a good shout as well.
Similar.
This one is complete nonsense. I captained Manchester United. I'm known worldwide, and my name sounds like I could be a special guest shouting on a lottery winners track. Who am I?
No idea.
Roy Keane.
No, but that would be entertaining. No. Apparently, David Beckham.
Okay.
And they've said Beckham shouting on a track. You can hear it already. I mean, there you go. This is
I'm not. Yeah, maybe.
And this one's even worse. Rob, one for you. I'm a Bolton Wanderers legend, and my surname sounds like it could be the title of a cheerful lottery winners indie track. Who am I?
Out of every player that ever existed for Bolton? I don't know. John McGinley.
Yes, it is John McGinley. Well done. Of all the players that you could have picked, it says McGinley definitely sounds like an upbeat indie title. So if you don't write a song called McGinley, this I'll be disappointed.
I think I did when I was about 5. I think I did. I think I started written somewhere. There'll be a recording somewhere. On a tape.
It went like super John like that. Did it go like that?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
Original. Very good. And last question, you'll all be pleased to know. If Manchester United had to walk out to a lottery winners song for a big derby, which track would best match their swagger? Cue question 1. Do you remember question 1 a while ago? 10 years
21.
21.
It does
Indeed.
sound a bit like This Is the One, doesn't it? I guess. Yeah, it's not a million miles away from that kind of thing. So
it says it's big, it's bold, it's atmospheric, it's the most United walking out at Old Trafford vibe. So there you go.
That's the best review we've ever had.
That's ChatGPT for you. There you go. See, the machines are slowly taking over badly. And that, you'll be pleased to know, wraps up the quiz and wraps up another Sing When You're Winning pod. So massive thanks to Joe and Rob for joining us this week. Good luck with FPL. Hopefully you get double promotions, and good luck with your teams as well. Hopefully Bolton get promoted. Yeah. We won't wish Man U get to the Champions League. Sorry, Joe. Can't quite do it. But at least you won't go down, and you're not having a bad season as Spurs. That's always a good thing. Great stuff. Thanks to you, Chris. Thanks, Steve. As ever, you can follow us on Twitter at SWYW_FPL. You could leave us a comment on YouTube, and they think it's all over. It is for another week. Enjoy your footballing week. Keep on singing and keep on winning. Goodbye.
Bye.
Nice one.
Get out of my podcast.